Hey y'all. Welcome to 10 with the Founder, where we steal your heart for 10 minutes and tell the truth this time about the work behind the work. It's your girl, Nita Kellogg, founding executive director of Project Diva International. And today you're hearing from the adults who walk alongside our girls, the directors, the coaches, the facilitators, and the parents who are choosing to grow with them. Now, in PDI, our girls commit to intentionally developing in the areas of emotional regulation, mental fitness, and financial curiosity. Yeah, like that? What we don't talk about enough is this, though. Supporting the kind of growth requires adults to commit to the same work. Sit with that for a second. Making space for girls means regulating ourselves. Coaching them means we have to examine our thoughts and our behaviors. And coaching around financial curiosity, baby, that means that we have to be honest about our own relationships with money. So, listen, this is what we call shared development. It is us as the adults transparently fumbling through life alongside them with the wonderful luxury of having some wisdom under our belt to lessen the bumped heads. And with that said, I want to welcome Miss Tracey to 10 with the Founder.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start with sharing with our audience the role you play in supporting the girls in Project Diva and one thing you find funny about the girls at this time in history.
Hmm. I'm a self-discovery coach. I'm here for the girls to lean on me. And one thing that I find funny about the girls at this point in time in life, I just feel like they don't have that get up and go like we used to when we was teenagers. I was talking to my daughter the other day and I was like, girl, do you know I used to walk to work every day, like before I had a car? And she was like, well, I wouldn't be walking. And I was like, well, you wouldn't be working. Like, girl, like just for that to be her final answer, like you not willing, to work a little extra harder to get, like I knew I needed that money. So of course I was gonna get up every day and
Yeah,
walk to that job and stand up for that 8 hour shift and walk back home.
these babies are different.
They built a lot different than we are. That's the part that I find funny. But it's like I still kind of make my kids do a gauntlet. I
Absolutely.
had to haze them a little bit just so they know everything not always gonna be easy in life.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Listen, it's best.
I'm like, I'm sorry. It's because that was my goal to have my kids raised in a completely different, not inner city environment like I did, and I accomplished that goal. But then I'm like, but I can't have them be soft though, either.
No, no.
It's like I want them to be smart and I want them to have all this access, but I need them to be a little tough too underneath it all, because
Have
life isn't easy.
exactly, have some grit, right? That's what
Right,
they talk
right,
about.
most
Like, you have to
definitely.
have some
Yep,
grit. Like, you got
right.
to be able to think fast, think for yourself,
Man,
call
right.
things.
Be
And when you got
verbally
to go get
sharp,
it, you got to
all of
go get
that. Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, I'm with you, girl. But
Hmm.
that's what we telling these girls in Project.
Right. Literally, literally. And that's what I want to get out to the masses too. Like, you guys can be so successful and do so much with the skills you possess, but you got to put something into it, though. It's not going to come to you easily, it's not going to be laid in your lap.
Come on. And we know everybody has to, they have their own cross to bear,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And
ma'am. That
so
is correct.
as
Right.
the
Everybody's
adult,
journey is definitely not going to be the same, but you're going to be struggle busting at some point in time.
and we have to be okay with that as the adults.
Right, right.
We got,
And
we
to
got,
let them have that moment. Like I tell my kids, like I can only get you to a point. I'll be there to lean on, but I can't save you from everything. I say,
come
but you
on.
don't need to be saved from everything. Not everything is meant for you to be saved. You need to go through some of those disappointments and them hard knocks to let you know, hey, I can get back up. Me and my daddy just had this conversation the other day. He was like, girl, you don't even call me crying no more. And I was like, Daddy, you know what? I don't. And I was so proud of myself because I know that was a lot of growth and a lot of struggles and a lot of going through things. But I'm so proud to be in that place that when I do go through things, he's not the first person that I go to seek that. I do a lot of inner thinking and thought, talking to my other father, to figure out what my next step should be.
Yeah, and we ain't even got into it yet.
No, we haven't.
This is Project Diva right here. Y'all just got a whole this how we be, right? You know what I'm saying? We get on the phone and be like, girl, or on the call. Listen,
Hmm.
because this is the
Yeah,
real stuff. I
it
love this.
is. It is.
So as we get into it, you've been walking alongside our girls this cohort season while also committing to your own growth, as
Right.
is clearly seen.
Right.
So I want to ask you some questions like I asked the girls, but I want to get like the adult perspective, right? So
Right.
when we talk about our emotional regulation pillar, that we
Hmm.
have three of them. Emotional
Right.
regulation is our first one. As you have intentionally made space for the girls to process and grow emotionally, how has supporting them required you to regulate your own emotions with more intention?
Because I feel like I've really had to acknowledge them instead of like in the past just being on autopilot. You know, as a mom, you there every day, you just doing it day in and day out, and you don't really think about or acknowledge yourself a lot. Like
Yeah.
I started a lot of new routines that I didn't have before, just because, like you say, if I'm preaching this to the girls, then I got to put in the work myself. So I do self-care Sunday. Everybody in my house know what's about to go down. Uh-oh. Mama finna do that hot oil treatment and take care of them feet, and we better leave her alone. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna do something, and it's like for the first time, I don't feel guilty about it because I
Yeah,
know that these things are necessary things that I need to grow and to be better for the people in my life. I have to take care of myself first and stop, taking care of them at the extent of myself. Like I'm important too. I matter. So I got to make sure I take care of me first. So I can't provide anything or give or be anything for anybody.
that's so good. So what has that have you feel like? What has that felt like for you?
I feel like it's just led to so many different changes. Like I'm eating better. I'm really just putting the work into myself because I matter, and I feel like really for the first time that I realized that I matter, you
Yeah.
know. And I knew that before and I love myself, but I feel like I kind of was paying lip service but not really buying into it.
Girl,
But
you know we holding you to the
right,
front.
right. And that's the thing too. Like it's other people holding me accountable. And I just want to be the best me that I can be. Because I
It's
deserve that. I've been through a lot, so I do deserve that.
it and does.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
It
ma'am.
does. Well, let's slide on into the mental fitness pillar. So, as you've coached the girls to strengthen their mindset and their daily habits, which you just kind of talked about, what
Hmm.
habits or mindset shifts have you had to strengthen in yourself to show up healthy and consistent for them?
I feel like the biggest thing I've really had to do is really dialing into my belief in myself. Like I knew I was a strong person, but it's like to really go back and think on things and like do a lot of deep diving on inner things that that I needed to work with or acknowledge, like really taking those deep looks and really acknowledging those things and, saying that like I was having a conversation with somebody the other day and we were talking about apologies. And I
Mhm.
was telling her like she's so young and I was like one day you'll get it that not everybody going to give you that apology and that's okay. Cuz you don't need that to validate you. Like you said your piece, you put out there your feelings, but it is what it is and I feel like that's a lot of growth, on a
Mhm.
piece to get to that place to be like, "Hey, that person can't meet me where I'm at." And that's all right, just
Come
that mindset too, just knowing that you're not going to be everybody cup of tea, everybody not going to like you, and that's all right, and you can be okay with that.
So I got two follow-ups for that. That is
Yes,
so
ma'am.
fire. So one is what I heard you say. So one is I'm gonna tell you this, but then I want don't let me forget the power hour.
Okay.
So what I heard you say was that normally like you're strong.
Mm-hmm.
Then I heard you break down what strong means,
Right.
right? Like you went granular to say, okay, what is strong to me, right? It's me having the boundaries. It's me being okay and forgiving myself, right? Because I feel like a lot of times they put the strong word, especially on Black women. We've heard it for
Right.
generations, like the strong Black woman.
Right. Right.
But when we talk about strong, like I share with anytime the girls tell me strong, tell me like say that they're strong, I literally ask them, what does that mean? Right? Because
Hmm.
it's a blanket word,
It really is.
right?
It
the
really is.
under the root is the things, right? So
Hmm.
I've been telling people as they've been saying, like, you're a strong woman. I'm like, I'm really not a strong woman. I'm
Hmm.
disciplined.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I'm
I'm
disciplined.
dialing into the things that I know, right?
Right.
To
What
help
I
me
said I'm
function the
gonna
way I need
do.
to.
Right. 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 Like, so I feel like we all should find those words that what does strong mean, right? So I love
Hmm.
how you broke that down into like boundaries and the other things that you said. Because
Right.
that's
And those are
that's
things
the
that was
work.
lacking in my life. And it's like, and there's nothing wrong with you being an adult and saying, hey, I can't allow this anymore.
Oh
And
my
it's like, and
gosh,
when you
yes.
start making those good choices that are healthy for you and your family, and you see the growth and the change, it's like you just want to keep doing that.
You just, I'm not going back.
No, no, I don't want to go back to that place no more. We did not like it there.
We didn't like it there, not at all. Okay, well, the last pillar, the financial curiosity pillar, as you've
Mhm.
supported girls in becoming curious, not
Yes,
fearful
ma'am.
about
Hmm.
money, how has this work challenged or deepened your relationship with finances and long-term planning?
Girl, your girl been out here. So I know I need to get us a house. Like I know that was my goal for this year, and I knew I had a lot of work that I needed to do. My credit most definitely was not where it should be, but
Yes.
I got a financial advisor. I started hanging out, not I started going to look at houses with my realtor, like we finna put this into the work. So they
Yes.
were like, we need you to do some homework. We need you to build your credit up. So I did the work. Like, so yesterday I called finally because I was like, I wanted to hit the point that he wanted me to hit, but I kept telling him I wanted to do some extra credit. So I had got a little extra 20 points, right? So I thought I was really out here doing something. He pulled my credit. Why was it higher than what I thought? I was like, okay, clock it, clock it. Your girl out here, yes, yes. So that made me so proud myself,
Congratulations, sis.
especially from where I came from, with no one giving me any financial tips or
Yes.
cues or clues about nothing. So
Yes.
now I can, pass that on to my kids. And it
Yeah,
wasn't even as hard as I thought it would be. Like you say, it's
exactly.
just being responsible, making some changes. Like my financial advisor said, you want to have the credit people say, look at Tracey being responsible with her.
Come on,
I
congratulations.
know. I'm so proud of
Oh,
myself. I couldn't wait to us to have this
really?
conversation just to tell you, like,
Oh,
yes, I did
girl,
the
that's
work. I'm so proud of myself.
I,
I'm
I,
so proud of myself.
you
And the
should.
lady was trying to discourage me a little bit, but I'm like, you don't know. God real serious about me right here. So I'm not
He
trying to hear
don't
what you're
play.
talking about. He gonna help us see the rest of it to fruition, despite anything you talking about right now.
I have seen the vision.
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
gosh, that is so dope. And what I love
Yes,
about this
ma'am.
conversation is, again, they really get into one of our sessions. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, they
This is
really
how we
are.
talk with the girls.
Right.
And for us to be able to talk so freely about it, that's what our goal has been, that the
Mhm.
girls feel comfortable asking questions, being curious about how
Right.
money works,
Right.
all of the things,
Right.
right?
Because
So,
we done been at every level, huh? Remember my Target credit card
come on.
story, girl, out here just buying clothes instead of washing clothes, like burying myself and dug myself out a hole.
Oh,
Yes.
the girls, and when they hear these stories, they be cracking up, but they
Right.
relate.
Like,
They
right. Like
seen their
we was
parents,
out
they
here doing
seen
some
kids,
straight foolishness just trying to get by.
and they love it because it's like really saving them some
It
bumped
is.
kids.
And it's so real. And
Hmm.
they need that. I feel like a lot with kids, adults want to sugarcoat stuff with them, and that's just doing them a disservice. I
It is.
love how plainly you speak to these girls, and they need that in their life. Because you have me at work sometimes, I'll be like, I'm finna pull a Miss Net on you real quick. Come this corner. Let me tell you something. But yeah, they need that. They really need that in their life. Like, I love you and I'm here, but I'm gonna tell you about yourself because you need that.
Listen, we wanted it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
We did too. I'll tell them that. Like, my parents weren't parents to me. And y'all act like that's just the coolest thing in the world. It's not. As a
Nah,
child, you want an adult to be there to pull you back and save you from yourself because who else is going to do it?
what's gonna do it? And we definitely don't want the world to do it.
No, no.
Let me stop.
Right.
Let me
Because
tell you
them
before they
ain't, them
do.
not, those aren't good example makers. No, thank you.
Let me tell you before they do. Okay.
Right, right. Just ruin
Uh,
you.
I love us.
I
All
do
right,
too.
last question.
Okay.
Overall, what has surprised you most about your own growth? while
I
supporting
can
you.
be a bit of a hermit crab at times. I'm very outgoing, but I live up to my cancer ways, most definitely. So for me, that was something that I was warring with at first because it's like, do I want to let myself be open enough to the process and to be there? And it was like I was really like at first, like this is just conditional. But it's like now I've really brought into it. I love it, you know. I
Yeah,
love putting myself out there like that and I love sharing and just being there
man,
because it is exactly what I wanted to do, you know. I want to be there for a kid. I don't want these babies to be out here feeling invisible because I know what that felt like to go to school and be not seen,
and you
you
do
know.
it.
And I just want them to live out loud and proud and be who and what they are.
Girl, and you are the perfect example, and they love you. That is
They
so cool
do.
to
And I
watch.
love them too. I love them babies so much. And they know I always got their back. And that's it. I just want them to be fabulous. That's all. I just wish we would have had somebody to pour into us and give us all this sense of pride when we were younger. I
Uh,
remember growing up not knowing if I was black or not. So yeah, like I love talking about it. Like be
yeah,
proud about it. My husband tell me often, girl, we know you black. I say, I know, and I'm gonna wear my shirt every day, proclaiming that I'm black. I know. I just want to remind you one more time in case you didn't get it the first 28. Yes, ma'am. I'm black. I am. And I'm proud of it.
I love it, and the girls feel it, and it allows
Hmm.
them to even go deeper with that themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Miss Tracy.
Hmm. I
Well,
enjoyed it.
me too. Well, as you watched our videos learning about our girls in the previous videos, and now the adults who support them, I invite you, our community, to notice something more important, that this work doesn't just change girls, it's transforming the ecosystems around them. So whether it's your treasure, your time, or your talents, every investment strengthens the path beneath their feet and the adults, us, who walk alongside them. So if something you heard moves you, man, connect with us, stand with us, and invest in the development that's happening in real time, as you just saw, for girls and the people committed to guiding them. So now click the link below to sponsor a girls membership. Rock with us. Click the membership, I mean, click the link below. And because remember this, because self-discovery is their birthright, is why we do this, but yet modeling their growth is our responsibility. So Miss Tracy, thank you for joining me today. I really
Thank
appreciate
you for having
it.
me.
Absolutely. And everybody else, until soon, we'll see you next time.